What's up, Keep Pounding Nation? We are back today with another video, and today's subject is the Falcons' offense is scary. And I was watching a video from Good Morning Football just before I recorded this video, and they highlighted several things. We're going to dig into this because this is some really interesting stuff. They focused mainly on the NFC South. Starting with Steve Sarkisian. It's his second year in Atlanta. He's comfortable with his offense. He knows his players now. He's got chemistry with them. He knows what he's doing, and Matt Ryan says he's more comfortable with them as well. So that in mind, they started talking about how dangerous the Falcons' offense was in 2016. And I can't disagree with that. If you look at the numbers, if you look at how many yards Matt Ryan put up passing wise, it was scary. Let's be honest. Julio Jones had 300 yards apiece in both games against us, just by himself. That's not even counting the rest of the offense. That's just by himself. That's terrifying. This is what happens when Atlanta gets an O-line. And I'll add to that fact by saying, by pointing out a fact that they put in their video. When Matt Ryan throws to 6 different guys targeted, he's got an over 90% passer rating. And he spread the ball over to 9 different wide receivers that year. 9. That's almost his entire wide receiver roster in depth chart. That's terrifying. So, if Matt Ryan ever finds an offensive line again, we're in for more of the same. Julio Jones was re-signed recently. Devontae Freeman says the offense can be really, really scary. And they put that specifically in the video on purpose to highlight how dangerous that Atlanta offense can become, potentially. I don't need to really get into what Matt Ryan is capable of, because you've already seen it. You've seen it on tape. You've seen it against us several times. He's the most dangerously accurate quarterback I've seen in the South in years. He's even more accurate than Breeze. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for that, but yes, I believe he is. And the numbers prove it. So then, we got a quote from Luke Kuechly as we get into the running backs here. Luke says, guys like, and I believe he was talking about, I forget who he was talking about, but Luke says, guys like that have a quick twitch ability, tough to bring down because of speed and strength. And I believe he was talking about Devontae Freeman, if I remember right. And I'll agree with that. Devontae Freeman is quick. He's strong. He's elusive. He's got those quick jukes that really can give linemen fits. So, then we get into DJ Moore versus Ridley. The crew picked Ridley for obvious reasons. Of course, I would go against that and say DJ Moore. based on what I've seen from DJ Moore so far, he really impressed me. They both have the same Madden rating, but I like DJ Moore better. That's my opinion. Uh, they then got into Kamara versus McCaffrey and how many touches McCaffrey had or was going to get from North Turner and Ron. Ron wants to give him a bunch of touches. I don't know how many. If you guys know the number, please put it in the comments below. But yeah, the, supposedly he's going to give him a ton of touches. And they referenced how many. They referenced C.J. Spiller when he was in Buffalo. The Buffalo coach wanted to run C.J. ragged with touches until he could not handle it anymore. But I don't think Norv is going to do that to McCaffrey. But I think yes, he will see a ton of touches with Norv's offense, based on how Norv runs things and how he likes to do things, which is not a bad thing. You've seen what McCaffrey can do. You've seen what he's capable of. Just give him the ball and let him take care of business. All right, so lastly, we've got this. We've got this like semi-brief thing from Global Sports Center that I was sent in a message via Twitter through my direct message on Facebook. The Panthers can reach the playoffs if they handle the off-field distractions. And then there's no description on what those off the field distractions are. Are you kidding me? This is just more of SportsCenter trash right here. We don't have any off the field distractions. I don't know where they're getting that from. I don't know whether they're creating problems or whether they're trying to start beef with us, or it's a known fact they don't like us. But let's just put this on the table and show our hand. You know they don't like us. It's obvious. They hated us after we went to the Super Bowl in 2015. They hated us after we successfully won the South 3 years in a row. They still hate us now. Why? I don't know. It beats the heck out of me, but off the field distractions? Really, ESPN? You're better than this. I could see Thomas Davis maybe being an off the field distraction, but that's it. Who else? Who else might qualify as an off the field distraction? Maybe you guys could tell me, because I'm lost here. I've been following the news feeds, I've been following the websites, I've been following everything Panther related, and I did not see anything off the field distraction wise. And this really annoys me because ESPN has been trying to sweep us under the rug. They've been trying to push us out of the limelight for who knows how long. They could not ignore us in 2015. And that's exactly where I want us to be back in the limelight again in 2018. Right in front of their faces, right smack dab, right there where they cannot ignore us. They have to report on us. They have to say something positive at least. And that only happens when we get wins. We're looking at 10 at the most this year. At the least. 10 at the least. And maybe 12 at max. I'm thinking maybe 13. We'll see. But I mean, that's stretching it. But I mean, as I've said before, this is preseason. We're knee deep in preseason. We don't know what we're capable of just yet until we've got a solid depth chart. Until we've set our corners, until we've set everybody up, and until we know what we have on the field. And only after the third regular season game can we really have a roadmap to what we want to do, to where we think we might be going. And I guess I think I covered everything today. That was a good long list of stuff in that video. I will link that video for you guys to watch if you would like in the description below. Thank you very, very much. Please like, sub, and hit that bell so you don't miss any new videos. Have a good one, guys. Keep pounding.